Welcome back to the Esports Report, as we talked about a little bit earlier. Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, thanks to our friends at Expendables 3, in support of their DVD launch, we're going to see a very special series of 250 tournaments. These are going to earn you 250 pro points per player if you take the whole thing, as well as a $2,000 daily prize pool guaranteed in those 250 tournaments, a grand total of $6,000 between Monday and Wednesday after the big 10K. If you thought you had nothing to play for leading up to Columbus Open, well, now you got a reason to grind. We're about to jump into our GB Live tournament now, and I got Mr. Courage on the phone once again. Jack, we're going into day 2. Yesterday was all S&D. Today, we're seeing some hardpoint.
What's going on, Chris? It's good to be back. I'm excited to see nice fast-paced game mode. We got a lot of talented players in today's tournament. I took a quick look at the bracket, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, talk me through this bracket as I bring it up. So what are some of the big names you're going to be looking out for?
So one of the big names that we're looking at, and one of the only teams that's playing together as a full squad, is FaZe. So obviously that's Aches, Sensor, Apathy, and their new pickup Slasher. We watched some of their hardpoint game at the 5K on Sunday, and it was great seeing, how they already had a lot of teamwork and a lot of rotations set up and good to go. Today, I'm expecting to see an even better gameplay from them, even more teamwork, which I'm just really pumped to watch them play, and I'm sure we'll get in some of their games. Also, Impact is playing with Study, Killa, Miracles, as well as Spacely as their fourth. I'm not sure if that's going to be their official roster, but that's what they're playing with today. And finally, another team to look out for is they're titled Soarnage, so I'm guessing it's a combination of Soar and Carnage. And now that team has Demented, Realize, Inceps, and Huke, which this player Huke has had a lot of hype around him these last few days. Carnage is kind of a team that's been breaking out here so far in Advanced Warfare, and Huke typically playing on that West Coast host. A lot of pros have been saying he is dominant, especially in hardpoint, so I'm excited to see how he plays today.
Inceps and Realize playing together yesterday. They're back again today, this time in hardpoint. Huke, wanted to see what he's up to. Heard so many great things about his slaying ability. And really what I'm excited about is FaZe and Impact are on opposite sides of the bracket. We're also going to see that FaZe, LS, Soar, Carnage, whatever mix is going to go down. That's going to happen just in round number 2.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to know is I don't know if Impact has won any of their hardpoints so far in the 2Ks or 5Ks. Can you confirm or deny that, Jack? Because personally, I haven't cast any of their wins.
Yeah, I honestly cannot speak on that, Chris. Unfortunately, I did only get to watch a little bit of their matchup on Sunday's 5K, in which Parasite's pickup team wound up taking out the Impact squad, and they did lose that hardpoint there, but outside of that, I haven't seen much from this team. Honestly, it's just kind of been more drama on Twitter with the whole Parasite leaving after that team wound up losing to Fear the day prior on the 2K this past Saturday. So hopefully today they get some good practice here. Honestly, they have so much talent on that squad. I just think that they're kind of struggling to get things moving right now.
Now, something that I was really interested or that caught my curiosity was Spacely filling in as the fourth on this Impact lineup. We know Parasite mentioned when this team first formed, when Karma turned them down, Spacely was one of the 2 people they were looking to pick up. They ended up going with Study, as Spacely ended up staying on the Most Wanted, or formerly known as Most Wanted team. Interesting to see him playing with this squad. Are we reading too much into it? Do you think this is just a pickup tournament for them?
Honestly, it's kind of here. It's both sides. I'm not sure if we're looking too much into it, or this may be the humble beginnings of a possible team change. I have no idea. This is all speculation for viewers out there, but who knows? He could be a good fit for this team. They could say, you know what, Parasite's gone now. Let's get someone who's more level-headed and kind of can work with us more as a teammate, and Spacey could be the perfect fit. He's built himself a nice brand and a following, especially towards the end of Ghost there, where he was playing a lot with the Optic Nation guys. Unfortunately, he didn't wind up going over there, but either way, he's got a home with the formerly MW team, as well as possibly this Noble Impact team, so who knows?
All right, so some big matches coming up here in our bracket. We're going to be jumping into Noble Impact's game first. I got to see who's on MLG Bucket, because that sounds like MLG Pucket. There's some extra T's. Jumpe, Valenti, Fantasy, and Silver. All right, so we'll take a look at them. Also, if Aqua, Haste, Cassie, Bomber, and the Impact Squad are listening to the stream, guys, please turn on the esports rule set so we can activate broadcaster mode. It was an update that we found over the weekend. Able now to use it starting yesterday.
Yeah, that's definitely what we were talking about that a little bit in yesterday's stream. It's so great to have so much developer support for this game. You know, for a game to really thrive, you need that. You need to be able to work with them. And what we saw was that we wound up having some hardpoint rule changes, and unfortunately, we were unable to use esports mode as well as broadcaster mode because the esports mode was uneditable in the custom game screen. But yesterday, a patch came out, fixed that. The broadcaster mode in this game is absolutely beautiful. So that's obviously great to have. It's great to see such a quick turnaround on that too. Only a couple weeks after the game is out, and already we're seeing them work even more with the competitive scene. This next year is going to be a lot of fun. It's
pretty amazing. It said DOS Problems was asking what time do we start on Twitter. Yeah, we're starting right now. You can see Miracles, Kill It, Spacely, and Study ready to get this game going. Jack, it looks like they just enabled broadcaster mode, so let's go over as soon as we're ready to kick this one off. We'll have game number 1. This is a round 1 matchup coming here in our first battle. Can Impact take it? That's the real question, because they've struggled. They've run up against some big names, but here we're going to see some new players for the first time on our live stream.
Yeah, it's right now. It's giving me some issues trying to get over to this broadcaster mode. I'm not sure. You think I should just quickly back out and you re-invite me? All right.
I'll hit you up with that quick invite.
Actually, my game is completely frozen. I'm going to go back to the main menu. There you go.
Sounds good. All right. We're going to get you in here, Jack. While we're waiting for the game to start, I got to get your thoughts. Grand Theft Auto 5 dropping today.
Yeah.
We're going to see now first-person mode for the first time in GTA, at least accessible throughout the entirety of the game. Are you going to be picking it up for the new consoles, or did you get enough on the 360?
You know, I got it for the 360. I did enjoy it. It was definitely a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm more of just a pure FPS online player. I do play some computer games, but it just kind of doesn't tickle my fancy enough. So I don't think I'm going to be picking up. It also doesn't help that I'm a poor college student, so it's not really in my budget right now to go for the next-gen game.
I think you and the rest of the internet are probably in that one together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be trying to pick it up when I can, especially if I get a code from my amigos at Rockstar. But I already saw Jehovah was playing it this morning on MLG.tv, and it looks incredible. It's glorious when it comes to the graphics, and it just looks like a whole lot of fun all over again. I'm going to be trying to stream that later tonight. But first, we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Jack, it looks like you got in just in time to kick this one off. We got Biolab for Hardpoint.
Yeah, this is definitely a fast-paced Hardpoint map. You're going to be seeing a lot of close-quarter gameplay as well as a lot of use of grenades here, specifically for that Biolab middle Hardpoint. They will just come flying in from everywhere. A lot of stun grenades. A lot of teams have been using Semtexes as well, because you could just really be accurate with those and land them in the exact point you want to. We're going to need to see teams use some great cover here on their teammates that are in the hill. And on this map, there's certain pockets you want to sit in the hills to have as much cover as possible. We'll see which teams utilize that for their advantage. Should be definitely a good game mode, but I'm expecting a great start here from the Noble Impact squad.
Something to know here, Aqua is running some extended mags. He's got his quick draw and stock. Haste is going to be going with the standard quick draw, stock, and grip, and it looks like Cassie, same thing. On the other side, we're going to see, red dots being chosen. I want to see what Spacely's running, though. Looks like he's going with the default grip, stock, and quick draw as well. And I want to see how is this guy fitting in on the team now as their temporary fourth, at least for this tournament.
Yeah, as you saw right there, he actually just got hit by that EMP grenade, so he had to reboot his EXO there. But he did a great job of using those Biolab canisters as kind of extra cover. That's kind of something that I've seen in the skill gap so far in this map, where teams that utilize that just kind of have a little bit of an extra advantage on the opposing players. Not only does it explode and cause damage and kill whoever's right on top of it, but it leaves kind of a gassy trail behind it, where if you run through it, it severely slows you, kind of like a stun grenade.
Right.
And you could kind of use that to cut off that front and side door if you shoot them at the right time. So great to see him use that right off the bat. Yeah,
when we saw the 1v4 from Legal in yesterday's top 5, we noticed that he shot those canisters, got hit markers from that smoke. That's how he knew where the final player was as he chased him down for the ace Looking at Spacely, though, opening things up 5-1. Now I see why Miracles and Killa wanted to play with this guy. Definitely doing a great job on a 3-kill streak on the top roof right now. I've got COD Vision activated as well. Remember, guys, in the new broadcaster mode, you're going to have 2 consistent colors. Red team is always Atlas. Blue team is always Sentinel. Currently, we're watching the Sentinel squad as they're up 49, make it 50 to just 5.
Yeah, this is as I said, this is a great start for Impact. I honestly did expect to see this out of them. Spacely doing a great job with this team so far, starting off the game 7-4. I'm still on board with him. They've been doing a fantastic job of making sure that the person in the hill has good coverage, knowing where the enemies are coming from. Right now, the opposing team is playing in one way where they just all rush the same similar area and try to overwhelm the opponent. But as of right now, Impact's doing a great job of making sure they have great communication and watching where those teams are going to flood in from and stopping them. Here you can see him sitting up here on top of these boxes, has great cover, can only be seen from those 2 doors. Can't pick up that kill though, unfortunately, but still a 44-point lead for this Impact team.
Very nice play so far from Impact. They lead by triple their opponent's score. Killa inside has the flak jacket. He's going to be running the suppressor. It looks like Miracles is going for lightweight fast hands instead of flak. And as we keep switching through, let's take a look at all of the loadouts. Study, same basically as what we saw from Mr. Miracles. He's going to be running the double Semtex. Miracles also running a stun, I should have pointed out. And then when you get over to Spacely, I wanted to point this out, overcharged on this class with toughness, fast hands, and lightweight. What do you think Spacely's going to try and do in these hard points? It looks like that overclock is a big factor in his gameplay.
You know, I'm gonna just talk on something even greater than that right now really quick, Chris, is that this entire Impact squad is actually using overclock, while their opponents, every single one of them, is using Exo Trophy. So you could see they're worried about the double grenades that this Impact squad could be using. As of now, not everyone on Impact using nades. The only one not using them is Spacely, and he's sitting at 14-7 right now. Just got taken out in that hard point, but I think that that's kind of a unique thing we're seeing here. You know, Trophy being used more and more in these hardpoint games because these stuns are so powerful, as well as the use of Semtex to kind of pick these players out of these important key spots. Spacely obviously not using nades here, doing an exceptional job at 14-9 right now. Scratch at 14-10, but that's kind of an interesting thing that I haven't seen yet in Advanced Warfare.
All 4 using trophy system. Pretty interesting strategy here from the challengers. Impact up big over NR2 as they've now passed the 100-point mark. Staying on board with Spacely for the moment. Another player to keep an eye on. Study was heating up. He was just on a 4-kill spree.
Yeah, Spacely here is going to try to get on top of this back green building. Now he's going to hop up here from bottom snow, jump in. Can he pick up any? Picks up one. Unfortunately, gets taken out. The opposing team, this NR2 squad, just flooding that hill. I think they had 4 people in it there for a moment. This Biolab hill is really where you will see the trophy system be used by the opposing players. The Exo Trophy being so key here as nades just come flying in. Stuns and frags and Semtexes are really useful in breaking this hill. But look at this great teamwork here from the Impact squad, able to clear out majority of the opponents. Now they're contesting it and now have taken control. Definitely what you want to see out of this team.
Everyone positive or even right now with the exception of Killa. He's just -1, and he's going to fall there to be -2. Let's go over to Haste, the player who picked him off. Haste sitting at 19-15 is doing everything in his power to keep up with this Impact squad. In fact, he leads all players in the game when it comes to slaying.
Yeah, doing a great job here, kind of leading his team. Aqua now matching him, both of them with 19 kills. Unfortunately, Cassie on their team right now sitting at only 9-14. You can kind of see this team here trying to rotate towards back snow, hold down this green area. They just picked up Killa there off the top catwalk. Now they're just chucking nades inside that hill, knowing their opponents aren't using any trophy classes. So great work here by this team. Unfortunately, they're still getting outscored here by twice as many points as them.
Hard point continue to be controlled by the Sentinels. You're going to see Killa and Study inside. Down goes Study. Killa getting some help from Spacely in the kill feed. Miracle's there to support as well.
Yeah, Killa's starting to turn it around here now at 20-19. Utilizing this double jump here to kind of hop around this middle dome here that's inside of this hill, making sure to use that cover. Spacely with a nice 3-piece there, covering his team. Killa finally taken out as a nice flank from Aqua is put in there, and that's something that this NR2 team needs to do more. I touched on it a little bit before, but they keep flooding one area, and there Aqua finally went for the flank, picked up the 2-piece, got the hill control for their side. Unfortunately, though, they're still down by 80 points.
I'm on board with Spacely for the moment, 26 and 17. He's got 8 captures to his name as well. One of the first players to rotate to each hardpoint, it seems, for this Impact squad. I also like how he's deciding to move on flanks. His teammates say, we'll hold the hardpoint, you roam the map, and he's doing a great job of that. There he is, picking up number 27 and 28, not able to finish.
Yeah, not only is he 27 and 19, Chris, the most positive on his team with the most kills, he also has 8 caps and 8 defense and 1,200 more score than second place. He's doing everything for this team right now, and it's definitely the reason why they're up by so much.
Killa and Study on 5 kill sprees right now. Killa sitting inside, Study doing the work down low as Killa's at the top escalator, and Study and Spacely pick up 3 in your kill feed. That's some fresh 5-second respawns for everyone else, and now you're going to see Killa on the rotation 3 minutes away from this game finishing, and they have it already up to 193 and counting, pushing for that 250.
Yeah, they're definitely their game to win here. They just need to make sure they're doing what they're doing right now and continuing with it. Don't get cocky. Make sure to stay focused. A nice melee there from Killa. They're going to rotate back here through this bottom snow, and a great play here by Killa. Going through this middle map, knowing the opposing team's going to spawn on top of that yellow side. He's going to be watching here, seeing if any more opposing players will spawn in. Unfortunately not. Doesn't get that kill there in middle. Another great play by Aqua. The guy's sitting at 33 and 26 right now, leading the game with the most kills. Definitely doing a great job here trying to keep his team in the game.
Yeah, I'm actually going to stay on board with Aqua. Let's see what this man is up to. +6 at the moment. You see he's also playing the objective with 6 captures here. Has the 2-piece lined up and just unable to finish. Bomber still inside the hard point. They're not giving up yet. It's not mathematically out of the way as well. So they got to play nearly flawless, but they could mount the comeback here over Impact if everything goes their way. Looking into the middle building, nice charge coming in from Aqua once again, picking up his 35th kill. He's going to be rotating around the right, but already Impact is set up. They don't have any time to waste. They need to get into action here. He's taking way too much time.
Yeah, he's just got to go for this hill break. Gets 1, gets 2. Great use of this flank again here. Gets shot from behind there, unfortunately picked off, but Chris, he's got 12 more points than second place on their team. He's got 2,000 more score right now than the second place on their squad. Definitely the MVP for this NR2 team. He's going to be trying to break this hill here. Time is running out for them. Picks up a 2-piece. Kenny at the 3rd here. Does pick it up. Now can he hop in here and pick up the last player? No. Killa going prone there, but Aqua already had a 40 bomb. The guy's definitely playing to the best of his abilities right now.
Against Impact, pretty solid stuff. Going over to Haste. Haste trying to stay alive here in the last minute, as it's going to be a 15-point game here for this Impact squad. All they need is 15 more points, and they will finish game number 1 with a win. Haste doing a nice job meleeing to keep this hard point alive for the moment. They're trying to put up some last-minute points, but I'm looking at any minute for Spacely and crew to break. There it is, Spacely now in the new hard point.
Yeah, they have 3 players inside this hard point right now. I do not see this getting broken. Spacely with 10 caps this game, 37 and 30 right now. Great play from him, and as you can see, fitting in quite well with this Noble Impact squad.
All right, game number 1 goes to Impact. It is round 1, but a nice performance here on Biolab. We'll take a look at your final kill cam and the stats one more time. 37 and 30 from Spacely. Killa, 35 and 26. He really turned up the slaying after being even around 21. 28 and 28 for Study, and 35-32 for Miracles. On the other side, the player to watch is Aqua. We'll see if he can keep it up going into game number 2 to tie up our best-of-3 series. Don't go anywhere, guys. The GB Live Hardpoint Tournament continues right here on MLG.TV/ESR.